as you can tell, we switched up locations. That's actually our first topic. We'll jump right into it. Seamless transition here. But
For
we
real.
got a new place.
We got a new place. We live together, and with two other people, best friends, Ryan, Tyler, and us too. It's a really cool spot, and we were looking for quite some time, but we found it.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mateo. He was like doing the bulk of the work, honestly. Like he's sending links and kept the Zillow notifications on. Like we were looking, but I think Mateo definitely carried the team there in that sense. And it was kind of tough, like searching out, scoping out. It's always tough. But
And
yeah,
coordinating times to go to
yeah, you weren't even
house tours.
here. You were in
Yeah,
Sacramento while he was house hunting,
yeah.
so he had to be like, "Oh, who can go to this?" and then coordinate it like that. But we found a place. It's in PB, if you're familiar with San Diego, like near Pacific Beach, Mission Bay area, which is really cool. And it's also cool for Toka. It's big news because
Dude, yeah, now we're together, we can work
yeah,
on it, and I made this, like, this little corner in my room. This is I didn't see the place before coming. It's a huge it's a big
it's a
room,
big
and so I was like, "Let's utilize one of the corners or, like, a wall to just, like, focus, like, for Toka." So this is it. The plant kinda helps a lot.
Toka Corner. It's pretty dope.
Toka corner
And the
is
place like
fire.
New Girl, I don't know if you can tell, it's like industrial. Like there's brick walls all around Mateo's room, and like all our rooms have brick walls, and it reminds us of a New Girl. And it's really big. It's honestly it's an apartment, but it's like the square footage, like Mateo said, like any of the apartments that we looked at, it has like the largest
Yeah,
square
it's way
footage.
bigger, and I think the hard part too is, like, we were looking for 4 people, which is I mean, it wasn't terribly hard, but it was, like, trying to find within our budget and as well, like, some of them were, like, 3 bedrooms with, like, an office room, so it was, like, a bit awkward, but this one's good because like, it's 2 floors, and the bottom floor is just, like, kinda living space with 1 bedroom, the kitchen, and then there's 3 rooms upstairs, which is, like, perfect,
Dude,
but
yeah, it's a
yeah.
dope upgrade for sure. Like as far as Togo, we can work
Dude,
now. Come home from
yeah.
work, like, we don't have to like meet up separately. We can just come home and do our stuff. Even on the weekends, make it a lot easier to be more consistent. And then even just
No
activities
excuses.
wise, like
Yeah.
surfing, like the beach went from 20 minutes away from me to like 10 minutes, and like
Yeah.
Mission Bay is a walking distance away. There's a golf course right here. Um, so definitely a dope upgrade just in terms of like everything. Definitely want to get into some new habits or like same activities, same hobbies, but better habits as far as doing them more consistently.
Yeah. And we have our other friends, Ryan and Tyler, living with us, and they're kind of like surfers as well, like-minded people. So I think they fit our group really well. And they mess
Definitely.
with Toka. They like it. So they can definitely help us out in some aspects.
Yeah,
They might help in the pod. We
definitely.
got to get them on the pod.
Dude, yeah, and everyone's upgrading too. It's kinda, like, just interesting to see, like, our friend Brenner and Evan, like, they're moving to, like, a new house. Evan's family, like, bought a
Yeah.
house, like, as an investment, and so, like and so some people are going home, so it's just interesting, change of
I think it's that
scenery
just
going
time of the
on.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
A
yeah,
lot like school and all
I
that
also just
stuff.
wanna say too, like, I made a video too about, like, the pros and if you had, like, one tip for house hunting, like, what would you say your tip would be?
Oh, I would say don't do it too far out and then don't do it too close. Like, I think 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks is the perfect time before to start looking, which sounds like a bit tight.
Like, you're cutting it close.
Yeah, but if you, like, do 3 weeks before and plan the next week for, like, house tours, like, I think that was good. Like, I found it for us, and then I, like, kinda just said, like, "Oh, like, here's house tour 1, 2, 3," and then we did those, and then that kinda gives, like, the place, like, a week or 2 to decide, like, if you guys are good candidates, if they'll take the applications. Because some never responded.
Yeah.
Some were like, we're still waiting on some things," and some literally called me
Some move too
like
fast. That's why, like,
yeah,
you have to be ready if you're starting to look,
I
because
know.
some will just have you, like, go really fast.
I think we attempted, like, in April, but it was like, what was the point? Like, it was so early out, and I don't know. But
Yeah.
that's, like, kinda my tip.
Mine was yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good
What's for
one.
you?
Mine would just don't be hesitant to, like, reach out and call, send a
Oh
message,
my god, yeah.
contact every contact method you have, contact them, and, like,
I'll
don't
say s
spam them. But yeah,
wait, I'm not gonna yeah.
don't, like, spam them, but, like, don't be afraid to just, like, fire off text. Like, we had the one
Yeah.
LeBron there's this one house that was on LeBron Street, like, in UT's or, like, University City, which is where
Mhm.
I really wanted to live. But this guy
Yeah.
just wasn't getting back to us, and it was being really short. But, yeah, sometimes you just have to spam because either you rule them out or they're responsive and they're kind of okay with it. So, it was just
And
interesting there. Like, don't
maybe
be
another
afraid to
tip
reach
too
out.
is, like, their work hours are your work hours. So
Yeah.
it's like, sometimes you have to make that effort to call during work
Mhm.
to, like, make that happen and see what they're doing, if there's any updates. I mean, it was a hassle, but I like this place a lot, and, I mean, yeah, University would've been cool, but I think it was just
I'm
like
happy. Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm happy too. That's another I think, yeah, the last thing would be, like, when it comes to, like, property managers and, like, contacting them, if they're giving you, like, iffy vibes, that can kind of tell like how the rest of the year can
Yeah.
probably go for like, I don't know, getting stuff fixed in the apartments or like stuff that like, with the contracts. Like
Yeah.
I think our person's pretty chill. He responds except for yesterday. We sent an email, we haven't heard back from him, but no shame.
Yeah.
We'll follow up.
That's dope. Yeah, the house hunting, new house alert.
Yeah.
The next topic, do you have anything else before we wrap it up?
No, no, I was like gonna just say like we came here like and now like we want to focus on Toka, so now we're gonna like jump into like Toka and stuff. Like I feel like we took another
Yeah.
not another break in terms of like not like doing anything, but in terms of like posting
We were
and stuff.
super consistent there for a while. We were
Yeah.
very like motivated and determined, but then yeah, things just like it was literally house hunting. I think
It's
that's
house
deterred it.
hunting, it was moving, and
Oh,
it
you
was
were
being
gone. Yeah, you were
separate.
gone.
Like life happens. I think that's what basically just happened.
But that's what's exciting is that like now is being it's literally much more easy. Like Mateo said, like no
Yeah.
excuses. Like it's like literally we can wake up or come home from work, like wake up on the weekends and like all it takes is a little bit of time to like knock something out. So
Dude, I'm
yeah.
hella excited. So
Even just working together wise, like not being tired after work or like even just sitting side by side and like working like together
yeah.
type of thing. Like I think that will be dope.
Just like being able to like ask a question if needed. Like
Yeah.
tomorrow we're both working from home. I mean, I don't know if you're
Yeah.
gonna come tomorrow, but yeah, like that's like the kind of like vibe. Like we can be downstairs or like in our rooms. Like we can be separate, but we know we're like in the same roof in a sense.
Yeah. That's gonna be dope.